Y'all know I'm like the least tech person ever. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. Yes. Okay. Is everybody here? I'm still trying to record. I'm trying to get this iPad set up at the same damn time. Girl, you should see me. I have like a whole production studio in my little back room over here. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm about to tag all y'all in Instagram right now. You're gonna see how crazy this looks. So what's up? Yes. So we got, let's see. How does this work? So people just start joining, huh?
Yeah, so honestly, we did a great job scheduling because everybody kind of joined in on time. Of course, I'm sure the room will grow, but now that we're all here, I think we can go ahead and start introductions. I don't know who want to jump in first, but it'll be great just to introduce ourselves, let them know what we do, and then we'll get into discussion after that.
Let's get it. Who wants to go first? I want Darby to go. Is Darby on here? I love Darby.
You out. I know y'all calling me out.
You are just so helpful. You helped me so much with my bio earlier because I was really over here stressing. Like my shit was not looking good, professional. I'm like, look at Darby out here just killing it. So thank you for those tips, honey.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, y'all are probably going to hear my toddler in the background.
Girl.
So y'all bear with me.
No problem.
My name is Darby. That's Darbi. And I'm actually a business credit and funding expert. Me and my team. Hold on, I might have to pass the mic.
It's
but
okay.
He's running around. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. So me and my team, we developed a fintech application that actually has guided entrepreneurs to generate millions of dollars in funding in their business. So if you're a startup company, we specialize in business credit. We specialize in funding. We specialize in grants, and we also focus on contracts. So we have helped over 1,000 entrepreneurs, especially with the pandemic. We've helped startup companies, and I can go on and on.
It doesn't have to be a business account.
How we've used the software. People have been automated into literally getting money and funding within a matter of days using our system and also business credit. So that's my background. I am the funding expert and taught entrepreneurs how to obtain funding for their businesses, and excited to be here tonight. So thank you, Dynasty, for putting this room together with all of us. Yay! Woohoo! Okay, do anybody else want to volunteer to go? If not, I'll go. Go ahead, Dynasty. Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Dynasty. I go by Coach by Dynasty. You can follow me there on all social media platforms. I am an online business coach and social media strategist. So in a nutshell, I help women start online businesses and learn how to grow them utilizing social media.
Or you could just make a new one.
Primarily Instagram. I coach.
Go to PayPal first and upgrade through there. Like swap from personal.
$3 million businesses under my belt so far. So I am really passionate and excited just about people helping them really accomplish their dreams. Sometimes
that
it can,
PayPal?
feel
It's a
unreal
business
or
one?
not possible.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I
That's
really
for now.
pride myself on
Until you start making
it
like
together for my clients
money consistently, then you can open up another account if you want.
And being able to start an online business and make money out here in these social media streets, honey. I always say we're on our phone all day. Like, if you're not making money from it, what are you doing? So that is me in a nutshell and what I do. I'm passing the mic. I can go. Hey, everyone. This is Shireen. So happy to be here amongst these awesome, fantastic females. So I am the CEO of the 740s Club, and it's a boutique agency where we help first-time home buyers buy their homes, specifically females. So all about women empowerment, all about investing in yourself through real estate. And I teach women how to find homes, how to have a smooth and stress-free process, how to prepare for their journey from beginning, middle to end. And I love doing it.
Hey.
Hey.
Thank you for sharing. So I'm Chelsea, you guys. I go by Honey Gold on social media. Recently, my page was hacked, so to speak. So, currently going by the Real Honey Gold on Instagram. I'm known for helping people quit their 9 to 5s, and I teach drop shipping. So, I'm all about that Wi Fi money, online business type of vibes. I don't do very well with 9 to 5, lifestyles. So, my goal is to teach other women who are just aspiring business owners, teaching them how to work smarter, not harder. And yeah, so I'm the founder of a virtual program called Pennies to Gold. And we help people get started in their online business without inventory. So it's been an amazing journey. I've helped a lot of people quit their jobs. A lot of people make 6 figures from home, spending more time with their friends, family, kids. I absolutely love what I do. I'm a new mom. I got 2 under 2. So I just know all about the woman struggles, women journey to womanhood, and I just want to help the process. Like, I want to help ambitious women get ahead in life. So that's what I'm all about.
Yay!
And
Okay, so I'm gonna go last. My name is Eno. I'm a business analysis career coach. So a bit about me is that I used to be an accountant. I worked 9 to 5 as an accountant, and I hated it so much. My life was boring. It was monotonous. I cried every day, and I started researching on what can I really do with regards to my career that I wouldn't have to do something that's repetitive, or that there is really no career trajectory, and I found business analysis. So business analysis is really just becoming an advisor to businesses, giving them advice, recommending solutions that deliver value to businesses. And in the past 2 years, I've helped over 5,000 people get 6-figure jobs, like over $100,000 as business analysts. I did this myself within 6 months of getting into the business analysis field. It is one of the top 10 skills companies need right now. I've helped people who were call center agents, customer care officers who thought that they would always earn minimum wage jobs, earning over 100K. So I'm here to shed light about how you can leverage the experience you already have right now to move into tech firms, government agencies, and really companies that can pay you over 100 grand just for your advisory.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
Love
so
it.
that is everybody up here. Make sure that you
Bunch
all
of heavy
make
hitters
sure
in
you
this
follow
room, y'all.
everybody, all of the hosts and moderators of the room. And so, as you can tell by the title, we're going to talk about women in color and how we've been able to sustain ourselves, sustain our businesses, and make combined millions of dollars during this pandemic of 2020. So how we want to kick it off is kind of recapping our year. So just talking about 2020, this journey, the ways you had to pivot in your business. And I want to start with Chelsea because you mentioned like the whole fact of your page got hacked. So you're literally going through something of starting over from, scratch. So I want to start with you and just sharing your journey with them.
Girl, oof. This is just a painful topic right now. So I know a lot of you guys are going to be able to relate to struggles in business or personal life where it just seems like the devil is just trying to bring you down and stop you from doing what you feel you are supposed to be called to do. And I will say that between last November 2019 to this November, I was definitely challenged for a whole year. I was put to the test in my business, y'all, for like the first time since I launched my very, very first business. Because, of course, your very first business, you're going to have obstacles and challenges and you have all kinds of confusion and stuff. And once you get past that, your journey should smooth out a lot, and mine definitely did. Mine was smooth sailing for a while, and then all of a sudden November of last year, it was like I got hit by a semi, and I've been trying to recover ever since. We were very lucky to have an amazing year. We did over $500,000 this year alone, but Oh, thank you. But y'all, this shit took everything this year. Starting with last November, as a marketer and as an online business owner, we depend on advertising 100%. You got to be willing to invest into your marketing. And, if you know anything about that, you already know Facebook ads is where it's at. Like, you have to learn paid ads. And so last November, my ad account was shut down unexpectedly. And that was devastating to my business, like completely devastating. And, so I've spent all year trying to invest in other options because there was just no way around that ban at the time. So I was forced to learn YouTube ads. And so I spent a full year. Obviously, it's not mastered, although we made a lot of money on YouTube. I wouldn't say we've mastered it. That's something it'll probably take years to fully master, but it doesn't stop my income. And so I think that's what a lot of people need to understand, that just because you're not perfect, you're never going to be perfect. We're always working towards being better every single day, and it shouldn't deter you from getting started on that journey sooner than later. So that was one huge pivot, is having to learn a whole nother platform that I knew absolutely nothing about. And now recently I'm being hit with another obstacle of losing my Instagram page, one that I had organically built up to almost 50,000 followers. I had 49,000 when it got shut down. And that was because of a scam page. A fake page was made of me a couple weeks ago, and it started scamming people. And I think Instagram just got confused and just didn't know who was who. So they're investigating, and I'm praying and hoping I get that page back. But it definitely cost me about 40,000 a month. I'm out of, and it happened again in November. So I don't know. Every November, some bullshit happens, but it just forces me to kind of have to pivot and readjust, reassess everything. I'm no longer an influencer on social media, so I've had to learn to take it back to the basics and implement a lot of what I teach my students. And it's been great. It's been humbling for sure, but it's just been great to kind of get used to practicing those baby steps all over again, because nobody's above it. We all have to start somewhere. And that's just, it just doesn't matter who you are. You have to be willing to start at the bottom and grow. And so that's what I'm back doing now. But yeah, it's been great. It's been a journey. It's been a good one though.
Yeah, I would say, Chelsea, that's one thing I've always admired about you, is just how solution based you are. And I think that's so important to know as any entrepreneur, to just always focus on the solution. Like, shit happens, things are gonna happen. Nothing is perfect, but you gotta keep moving forward. And y'all, Chelsea, look, she gonna DM you. She gonna find a resource. She's gonna invest in herself. She's gonna be like, this is what I want to do, and I gotta make this happen. So even bringing us together, like the women that you're seeing now up on stage, she actually brought us together, and now we're like this little accountability group, and it's been really awesome. But you always make sure that you figure it out to keep growing, and just very solution based. And I think that's just a great note to take for everyone.
Thank you, babe.
I love Chelsea. She a hustler to the bone.
Thanks, guys. I mean, something just happens when you have kids. It's like, I mean, I was very an ambitious person. I was like my whole life and stuff, but something just switched the minute I became a mom. It was just like, whoa, like I really got a whole other human being like really depending on me. And I have to be solution based, because if I give in to what all these different things that make me consider quitting, you know what I'm saying, like where would I be, what example would I be setting for my children? So I have to keep going. But yeah, I wish more people kind of had that same mindset, because a lot of people just are too afraid to even take that initial step. And that's why we have to do this. That's why we need to be able to talk to people and let them know that like we're normal as hell, like super normal. We have fears, we have challenges, we have setbacks, we have responsibilities, we have obligations. We're busy as hell, but we still have to make time to do what we have to do. And you're either going to work a job or you're going to have to figure it out on your own.
Yeah. I love that, Chelsea. I love that you brought that up, because that was one of the things that really And I asked you a few months ago, like if we could do a Facebook Live together, and you were so gracious and humble, and we came together, and your story was so powerful. It was like I was like, whoa. I mean, you have a really powerful story even before you became an influencer and how you got to that point. Can you like share that so people that are listening can really know, like, behind the millions, you're gonna have some stories behind this money.
Y'all, I'm not even joking. Like, like one of the biggest pivots I had to do this year was switching to my webinar. And the reason I'm mentioning that is because normally, in order for people to get to know me or what I have to offer and sell, I don't have to open up too much. It's kind of like it sells itself. You either want to make money online and work with me or you don't. But with this webinar, it's really forced me to have to open up about my story more. And girl, oh my gosh, it's like I'm so thankful that people resonate with this story, but I never in a million years thought that when I was going through everything I was going through that I would ever be telling this story. You know what I'm saying? And just as a woman, some of the things that we go through in our personal lives, like you never want to have to relive those things. You know what I'm saying? Like you never want to have to, you never think that those hard times are going to be what helps people relate and identify with you. And so, yeah, one of the darkest times of my whole life, was when my boyfriend, now fiance, came home from prison. And I was ecstatic. Like I was on cloud nine. I was in love. Like he was in love. Like our relationship was just so powerful and magical in the beginning, especially. It's still amazing, of course, but in the beginning it's just like me and Brandon were best friends for 9 years before we ever decided to start actually dating. And so here we are, just super high on life and just so happy to be with each other. And then on the flip side, we have this horrible reality, which is the fact that he had just come home from prison. He's now considered a felon. He now is on probation, house arrest. He now has a record and a stigma forever. And it was just like being hit with all these emotions of joy and happiness, and then just sad, super deep sorrow, and like super just devastating that like, damn, this is what I want my life to be. I want to be with this person. I'm in love with this person. I see a future with this person. But how can we actually make this happen in just this day and age? Like where, you're they make it so hard for someone to bounce back from mistakes. And I don't know how many people listening right now can kind of relate to that, but I mean, we've all made mistakes in our past. Like I'm sure everybody on here has done a thing or two that they're not the most proud of. And so you just never really think that those things are going to hinder you forever. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, we were kind of forced into entrepreneurship because no matter, he went to so many different places looking for work, and it was just closed door after closed door. The minute they asked if he's ever been, locked up or whatever, it was just like immediately, no, we'll call you, don't call us type of vibe. And so our backs were up against the wall. We had no choice. We started researching, found out about drop shipping, and it was just literally like a sign. I really took it as a sign. I knew God knew that I didn't want a 9 to 5. I think he knew I would be willing to have a 9 to 5 to save my situation and my relationship. I would have did anything to keep my man off the streets, essentially. I mean, I'm just a nurturing woman. I think by nature, most of us are. And when you're in love with someone who needs you, you show up. And I was willing to do that, but I just knew like the thought of me having to work a job outside of doing makeup just to make ends meet in LA was extremely daunting to me. Like it was depressing, it was scary. And so we went all in with Shopify and drop shipping. Like we went all in from like we needed it to work, and I'm just thankful. We made our first $100,000 within 6 months. We never had to touch any inventory, so I never saw any of the products I ever sold. So I just feel extremely blessed that I found this business model. because not enough people talk about this. Like, I don't even think enough women, period, talk about making money online. And that's why I'm here. Like, I feel like that's my purpose, to try to help people who identify with, you know, different obstacles. I want them to one day search and see me and be like, oh, I think I can do this too. Because, you know, I see another girl like me doing this. Because when I came up in this game, there were no people like us, y'all. There was no people teaching this stuff on social media, offering to help other people make money online. No women. So yeah, that's kind of that's how we got into this, and it's been amazing ever since. You know, we've been helping other people learn drop shipping now, and it's just been extremely you know, fulfilling to know that people are taking action with the advice that I'm giving them and teaching them, and they're seeing results, and it's life changing.
Yes, amazing, amazing. Even over here in the my group, everybody's like, "That's awesome."
I know. Thanks,
You got the
guys.
group chat lit, girl.
Oh, that's so dope. I love you guys. Yeah, you know, it's the reason I brought up the webinars, because I think the last 3 live webinars I did, I legit started crying on my webinar. Like, people are always like, girl, just fight through your fears, and you know, just go live more. You're so good live, whatever. And I'm like, look, it's not about that. It's just touching all of that, all those past
Raw emotions.
girl, yes. It's just so, I'm so thankful that we overcame it. But the fear that I remember so vividly of just, oh my God, like, are we not going to be able to pay our bills? Like, I've never not been able to pay my bills before. I've never had debt, really. Like, I've been very responsible my whole life. So now to just be in a situation where you're just not knowing how you're going to make ends meet is a freaking scary one, you know?
100% for sure. Darby, I see your mic. Do you want to give us a recap of your 2020 and ways you had to pivot in your business this year?
Yes.
Oh, girl, I was just giving Chelsea a hand clap.
Oh, I love you, Darby. Thank
For
you.
those of you who are watching, okay, so when y'all see our mic for your hand clapping, because I know we have a lot of new members or entrepreneurs on Clubhouse. So that's what it means. And then, like, if you raise your hand to come to the stage, I'm sure one of us, you can ask us questions, because we do want this to be an open forum for you to ask us questions and get involved and, you know, like, really connect, because that's what we're really genuinely here for.